welcome to Houdini Battle, everyone. My name is Deborah Isaac. I'm the founder of Houdini.School and host of the show. We also have a co-host, a new co-host today, and that's Armin. Armin, can you introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is Armin Lutfi. I'm from Iran. I'm a 3D abstract artist. In my spare time, I do YouTube tutorials. I have a course on Houdini.School, maybe a new one soon. And yeah, I joined the battle, the previous battle, and now I'm here co-hosting this event. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you, Armin. So grateful to have you here. Remy, we have our two commentators. Go ahead, Remy.
Hey, so I'm Remy. I've been using Houdini for about 15 years. I'm a Houdini pipeline at Method Studio at the time. So, and Armin forgot to mention he won the last Houdini battle.
That's right. Awesome. Paul Ambrosisen, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a technical artist, used to be at Side Effects, run the Side Effects Labs team. Now I'm working for myself, have my own company, do freelance work, and happy to be here and see what you guys are going to do.
Very exciting. And now the players. Anthony.
Hi, I'm Anthony Kyriazis. I'm an abstract 3D artist, just working on creating my abstracts for NFTs at the moment, been using Houdini, or rather learning Houdini for the last year and a half.
Great. Dennis.
Yeah, hi, I'm Dennis. I'm from Germany, and I do Houdini for must be 2 years, but really seriously for like a year.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Divi.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Divi. I'm a technical artist. I'm currently pursuing my degree in game design and production from Drexel University. I also work as a technical pipeline and tools artist, pipelines and tools at Amazon Robotics. And I'm also a teacher at Houdini.School.
Yeah, we're seeing a theme here. Tim J. Oh, we can't hear you. Uh-oh, something happened.
Technical problems.
Hold the phone. Oh, there we go.
It may help to have the cable.
Exactly. Oh, we still can't hear you.
Nope.
Oh, we heard you a second ago. How sad.
Remy, you can do a voiceover. And then
Hello, I'm Tim.
Someone can mouth read it. Okay. We'll wait a sec, because we do want to hear him. And we can't have him troubleshoot during the battle. So yeah.
It's okay, it's so early. So
oh, I'm back.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. No, yeah. Hey, I'm Tim J. Motion designer and abstract artist, and maybe I will do a course on Houdini.School soon too.
Woo.
And yes, I'm happy to be here, and I'm pretty excited to battle against you all.
Awesome. Okay, so now it's time to reveal the objects and the themes. We need some random seeds, everyone. So yeah, there we go. David's always ahead of the game here. So we've got hexagonal, cyberpunk, delicate, abstract, and hot for the themes. And taco, which we really hope wins.
Yeah.
Portal, planet, plant, and crystal as the objects. So for themes, I'm gonna put 319525.
I really hope Cyberpunk Taco comes up. Really hope.
And then we have 666. Oh wow. Okay.
Always a fan favorite.
Here we go. And unfortunately, these aren't perfect. So we're gonna, oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like this is
taco or hot portal.
Oh man. Armin, what do you think? You'll be the tiebreaker.
Well, I'm gonna say taco.
Okay, you guys, we have abstract taco. Abstract taco. Okay, David Torno also voted for that. So I'm
Not gonna lie, this is rigged. That can't be happening.
David obviously doesn't like the what we ended up with. So everyone start your timers. We have 1 hour. Okay, so we've changed it to 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay.
I had 15 minutes, so you guys can render stuff. But
Yeah, we want to
feel
see
free
rendering.
not render them, but it would be nicer to see some renders.
So before we start, let's
can
have
we-
everyone share your screens. Okay. So on your marks, get set and go. Start your timers.
Okay. Timer started.
Yes.
All right, so 1 hour this time. I have no clue. So I have to blabber more shit for 1 hour.
That's okay. We're going to help
Hopefully
you.
Paul will help.
Paul will definitely help you.
Yeah, no worries. You can also see the 15 minutes as extra time to think, right? That you can use.
Yes.
45.
But it's good also, you know, to just have a time to polish instead of it felt like a lot of people were missing a few minutes to just have a working render a few times. So I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but then it is important to do some planning, right? Because now you can also just see it as, oh, now I have an hour instead of I have 45 minutes, right? So instead of doing it the last 5 minutes of the 45 minutes, you can now do it in the last 5 minutes of the hour. So
maybe we would be able to see more simulations as well.
that's true.
Just,
Should we take a look at the first screen? Let's take a look at Anthony. starting from the
Anthony?
top.
I'm trying to
Anthony is
minimize
going.
the videos. I'm trying to hide the videos because it's sitting on top of my Houdini screen and I can't. How do you do that?
Oh, I think you can. There's a hide thumbnail videos, depending on
Yeah.
which OS you're using.
But you guys are in the middle of my screen.
Press the little tiny minus sign, like if you see all
Yeah,
the
I am.
icons.
Yeah. Ah, wait. Okay, that worked.
Cool.
So yeah, it looks like Anthony is already going. No reference. I know what's a taco. I'm an expert on taco.
Yeah,
Exactly.
using the bend sub, it looks like.
Oh my! All right, let's see. Let's see if he knows how to use the bend sub correctly. Whenever I
don't,
use it,
man.
I'm like, oh my god! It feels like I need a PhD to understand how it works. Hey.
I have no idea.
So,
Always playing around for 5 minutes trying to get the orientation and everything right.
yeah. If it's not at the center of the world, I forget it.
But I mean the theme is a little forgiving, right? It's abstract taco. So you know, if he wants to, this could be a taco, right?
Looks
I
like
like
he's
that
doing.
way of thinking. Yeah.
I like it because yeah, whenever I use it, I'm like,
Man, my freaking hand is shaking. It's ridiculous.
Take a deep breath, just relax for a moment.
That's part of the fun. We like to see you guys sweat.
don't worry. I think everyone that has used the bend sub ever has always had the same trouble. I think you've been really fast with it. Usually people give up.
How the hell are we gonna move the bloody?
All right, let's not bother Anthony too much. Should we have a look at Denis?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, geez.
Oh, but,
Oh,
wow, it's going
You want to
fast.
see the taco?
Oh,
there we
nice.
go.
It looks like someone knows his platonic SOP with a bunch of useful, usable pieces.
Everything is a taco preset under.
It's true that for an abstract, wow, I didn't think it would look like that if you merged all the different platonics we have in Houdini. That looks really good.
Looks like he's. I guess what he's making is the fillings, I suppose.
Yeah.
Perhaps dropping them in there.
Yeah.
Just got to remember how to do like variants, which is very, very troublesome in my mind right now.
I think, are you using 19?
Yeah.
So there is a new node in Houdini 19 that can make it easier. I think it's called name from piece or something.
Yeah.
Attribute from pieces, I think.
Yeah, something like that. What it does is it essentially works as a merge SOP, right? Where you can plug all the different streams into, and it will pack each and every input and also give it a name.
Oh, nice.
Is it okay to use like the help page?
Of
No.
course.
Of course.
That's what it's for.
You could even open a tutorial if you want.
Yeah. It's also to show that not everyone is a master of Houdini and knows every single node or every single function in the program.
Right.
As a hint, even at side effects, they don't know. Even Jeff Wagner doesn't know.
That is very reassuring. Thank you so much.
All right, let's have a look at Divi.
Which one?
Divi?
Divi.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think, yeah.
Here we go.
It's a bit slow somehow to go to Divi. Maybe he's maybe because he's far, at least from me. Like on the other side of the world right now. So here he has his taco shape. It would be good at the end probably to review all the different ways people have gone to
The taco shell.
to just make taco shell, because there are so many ways to do it.
Yeah, are we seeing some patterns so far? Like we've seen the bend SOP. We've seen, what other approaches have we seen?
I don't know if anyone used the NURBS.
I love NURBS.
Hmm.
That shows my age, maybe.
I don't
Also,
know if
are they
anyone
going to
uses
make?
NURBS in Houdini at all.
I think it's extremely powerful. And also the rail SOP is my favorite SOP. And I think no one uses that too. It's such an incredible node.
So I found the node that does the merging packed. It's literally called merge packed, and it works like a merge SOP. You plug it in and you're good.
That's great. That's probably what the Vellum pack should have been. Probably this node is useless now.
Nice. So we have a box here, multiple boxes. So I want to make a guess what it's going to be.
Tofu? Pieces of tofu, maybe?
Maybe.
Cheese.
We've seen a taco shell, so now it's just about making the fillings, I guess.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the participants are going to do for the abstract theme.
Well, we know for someone went for all the different small pieces we have in Houdini, so that may help.
Cool. Should we take a look at Tim? See what he's doing? Sure. Looks like we have another taco.
Well, I think it's different. I think it's the first taco with thickness we've had.
Yeah, who are you looking at? Sorry, who are you watching?
Thickness is always important.
Hey, my taco has thickness. Like, come on.
I want to see crispy tacos.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a node for symmetrized. So there you go. We learn things every day.
Remy, who are you watching?
Node.
I'm watching Tim.
Great.
So it looks like Tim has a theme set up for his nodes, because the shapes and colors aren't default. There's this really interesting thing I discovered last week, actually. When you want to set defaults for nodes, when you want to set the default color and the default shape, what I used to do is always just stick it in the onCreate script, and then just set the color and set the shape there. But you can actually use themes. So if you press D in the network editor, you have a tab called themes, which allows you to make a theme. And then every time you, for example, have a node and you open the little color palette and then hold, I think it is Control, and drag it onto the node, it's going to save that into the theme as the default.
it has the default on the type, node type directly.
Yeah,
so that's the difference. So yeah, you can set the shape and the color that way. That's a really good way to do that.
Yeah, it's just basically two JSONs. You have a .node shapes and .node colors. So if you want to very easily, you know, set styles for your entire studio or whatever else, that's the easiest way to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of studios have such a thing, but it's also since they're adding like regex or whatever, which they have different systems. But yeah, that's the same idea. It's just, oh, let's support having all the VDB nodes to be light blue or something like that. It does help to look at some network and see directly some key nodes depending on the color.
Yep. Yeah, and it's also really cool that in Houdini you can create your own node shapes, right? And use those as well. I forgot where it is. I think there's a tutorial video online somewhere that shows you how you can do it. And
he just showed it.
See a lot of cool stuff, yeah.
And you can set the nodes as default, right? So every time you put a null down, I forget the shortcut for that.
I still don't know, is the poop one someone made it that method, or there's an actual poop one in Houdini?
I don't think Houdini ships with that now. Cool. All right, should we go back to the top? See.
Yes. Let's go back to Anthony. Have a look at what he's doing.
Cool. So I can see some MOPS nodes.
Oh, vellum hair. Oh my. Let's see.
He's gonna make some cheese, perhaps.
Paul, you got a question in the chat.
Well, since it's abstract, I can add some abstract stuff.
Oh, can you set curve wires as default? I don't know actually. It's probably a preference, but I haven't tried. I just stick with the default. I like that one most.
Oh, and he's using MOPS. So that's a tool made by Henry. Forgot his last name somehow.
Foster.
Foster, yeah. It just adds some tools that were usually for Cinema 4D at the beginning. So it just recreated some really cool tools for scattering and animating a bit more easily, something more intuitive. So there's a free version of his tool. So if you want to try it, just tap MOPS in Google and you should find it.
So you were right that we were going to see some simulating work happening here.
Maybe something simple, but you know, simulations don't always have to be complicated.
Yeah. Well, I would recommend against doing anything complex anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's going to crash.
Yeah, which is a good reminder because I can see in the top left untitled.
Oh, snap.
So I would
save everybody.
Ctrl-Shift-S, make a real quick save.
There we go.
Always save. Always save your file. But I'm interested in what is going to go for.
Yeah. So let's see. Is this it's going to simulate on the taco, but I don't see any colliders being plugged in yet. So
yeah,
see what this is going to be.
I don't know if he's made the roots not move as well. I don't know if maybe by default.
I'm doing that now. I'm doing that now.
Fair enough. You don't have to listen to us. We're just, it can be annoying sometimes. We're not saying that you're doing anything wrong.
No, we're just guessing, right?
Oh, and the group expression node. So there you go. I have a node I've never used.
I like it.
Whenever it's an expression, I just use a wrangle. At least I know what which node it's going to be.
Yeah, it's a nice node because in a Wrangle you then also have to know how to set the group, but here it basically just is a wrapper around your expression and just makes the group directly, so it's convenient. And it also comes with some presets, right? So next to the expression field, you can click the little icon, and it'll just give you stuff that it's pretty common. Like for example, selecting the first point on a primitive, selecting a threshold, things like that.
Just having some examples is good as well. Sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I can do that. And if you forgot, if you've forgotten how to write it, that does help. Not everyone is a technical artist that knows every single vex function there is.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, let's move on.
Let's move on. Have a look at Denis.
Oh, geez.
Now we have another taco with thickness, slowly progressing.
Oh, we have another vellum solver. Yeah.
Yep. And it looks like here he's not using the vellum solver on sub level, but actually doing some custom stuff in a .NET.
I think because he's going to add stuff. Like,
the only thing is I can't figure out what the hell am I supposed to do. Or why it's not working at all.
Working under pressure is a good motivator. So
yeah, totally.
What's it called?
Oh, okay, so I think he's trying to emit during the simulation instead of scattering all of it first and then having it fall. So I'm curious to see what he's going to do with it.
Would he be able to use this? I don't know if I haven't used it, the layout node in Solaris.
To do
you
what
would
exactly?
be able to just drop.
Oh, yeah. You mean like the what's it called? Dynamic brush or something like that, where you can actually move.
Ooh,
yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool.
That's also something that's possible. But for people that have never used the node,
yeah,
I don't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't try that either.
There's a really cool labs tool, the pick and place one. You can also, if you want to do stuff.
Pick and place is another one to do like
place.
dynamic or statically place objects, also iteratively. But there's another really convenient one that's a bit older. It's called Physics Painter, and that allows you to draw on a surface and then just move the frame slider, and then it'll simulate. Then you can hit dry, and then you can keep doing that over and over. So you can nicely draw things on a surface. But yeah, the one in Solaris is really nice as well.
I feel we shouldn't bother him while he's trying to have his emission going. It's also difficult because it's in vellum, so things are going to stick to each other at the beginning. So, so let's have a look at Divi. Takes me a few seconds to be able to see Divi's
for me
string.
too.
Am I doing something wrong? Like,
no, you focus on your setup. Yeah.
So it looks like someone was sprinkling some cheese on it, but didn't quite.
Someone just threw it. It was like
someone blind, maybe.
Or maybe it's not cheese, maybe it's worms. And they just moved out of the taco.
I was going for cheese, but now it's gonna be worms.
Maybe it's confetti, and it's I mean, it's an abstract taco, so could be a party in a taco.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think the theme today is vellum. I don't know. Everyone is using vellum.
Yeah, I think everyone's doing vellum.
I know.
Did we see vellum with Anthony? I don't think we did we?
I don't think so.
Okay. Almost.
I think he placed a vellum solver.
Yeah, I thought I saw it.
But yeah.
About 40 minutes left, everyone. 41.
So I see a wave function collapse initialize in a grid and attribute paint. So I'm curious if it's going to be used with wave function collapse, or if that node was placed accidentally.
What is that, Paul? Wave function.
Wave function collapse?
Yeah.
Oh, it's basically a solver that allows you to take an input, right? For example, an image, deconstruct it into puzzle pieces essentially,
Oh my God.
and then reconstruct them in a different way while adhering to the rule set observed in the input. So you can very quickly do things like texture synthesis or level generation and other cool stuff like that.
Writing that down.
The attribute paint node. I think it's better than the paint node. The paint node, usually you would paint something, go somewhere else and, oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
No clue why, but and you have to repaint what you did.
So what are your thoughts on the new info panels that you see there in the top left with the hotkeys and such?
These are great. It does help. I've made my own nodes as well with some Python states. It was a bit difficult to have just examples on how to show all the different things you can do with a node. And I think all in 19, this has helped a lot because I think it's just a better way to show the information.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I find it, I think there's lots of improvements still to be made to that panel. It also obstructs quite a bit of a view, but it does, help reduce the amount of time you have to spend going through the documentation, trying to see what the hotkeys are or what the different modes are and such. So I think it's a good start, but I definitely agree that there's still a lot to be done on it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's always time to make it better, but we can't just make it like, oh, it's perfect first time.
Of course, yeah. No.
It takes iterations. I haven't used the Python states for a while. I still don't know if we can dynamically change the labels. I remember making a ticket like 2 years ago, and now it doesn't work.
Nope, still cannot now, unfortunately.
I don't think so, yeah, because I remember wanted to make like a right click that would show all the different paths in Alembic. So all the geometry would show different paths. You would be able to select them. Well, I could not do that.
Nope.
So I don't know what Div is going for. As you said, maybe it's going to make all these abstract pieces from that.
Yeah, I think what it's trying to do is okay, so it's going to bake this. So I think what he's doing, he's making an input for the wave function collapse solver.
Yep, you got it.
I've never used that.
Anthony,
Well,
I think you've stopped sharing your screen.
Me?
Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I had to restart. Labs wasn't working. It still isn't.
Oh,
So, yeah.
but we can't blame Paul anymore.
COVID particles.
Paul, are you going to continue to make new tools for
Oh yeah,
Houdini?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
Yep. See, there we go. So this is this is basically showing what the wave function collapse does, right? So you have that input image that he made by painting, right, and then baking it into a texture. What you see here is essentially a deconstructed version of the original, reassembled in a different way. So you're going to get similar things style-wise, right, and rule set-wise, but still different. So same, but different.
That's really cool. I've never
then
worked
this-
on the video
Ooh,
game, so that's definitely
cool.
a way to
I
make
love
the levels.
it.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
And
I just
this
need some
node here is
monsters and-
also, yeah, the Wang tiles is also really cool. Works really well together with wave function collapse, because as you saw, wave function collapse basically outputs an image as attributes on points. With Wang tiles, you can decode a bitwise image, right? That's either black or white in terms of pixels, into something that makes sense for example, a level, right? So it's going to find out for each point based on its neighbor's values, which piece should be placed here. So it's perfect for generating dungeons or levels or whatever else it is you want to make, right?
Well, you can advertise your game. That's a good time to do that.
Do you have a game now? I want to know about it.
Yeah. I released a game. Was it when did I release it? Last year somewhere. It's a mining game called Stalak Miner. So yeah, check it out.
Is it 2D, 3D?
It's really cool.
Is it 3D or 2D?
3D, yeah.
Awesome,
Yep.
awesome.
It's
I'll
based on
definitely-
a really old Flash game called Motherload.
Ooh, okay. Flash. Great.
Yeah, Flash.
It's been a while.
Yeah, no viruses since then. All right, so I guess we should have a look at Tim.
Yeah, let's move on.
It was really interesting to just see the
Yeah.
the construction going. That's really cool. It's also because I think we are more used to have people from visual effects and less from games. So people making levels were not really happening in visual effects.
All right, so what do we have here? We have, I think, some more objects being scattered or simulated on top of the taco, or inside the taco, it looks like.
Just raid on the taco, maybe.
So what is happening here? It looks like
He's making
filling the
some kind of shape
interior.
inside.
Yeah.
I
think he's filling the interior and then using that geometry with mask from geometry to sort of get the surface on the inside to scatter all these objects on.
Yeah, pretty simply, but I love it. So you can use, for example, an array here to build like a quick enclosed collider, scale it down a little bit, and then you got like your perfect internal mask. And then you can scatter, of course, for example.
That's awesome. Smart.
And then just
to inflate things. Nice.
Yeah, sure. Maybe, or maybe something else. We will look. I don't know yet. Maybe both.
I think for the first Mardini, I think I did inflate Paul, in fact.
Oh, that's nice.
One of the
Nice. Yeah. What's the prompt for today, actually?
It's abstract taco.
I meant for Mardini.
Oh, where is
Perhaps,
Mardini right now?
Yeah, it's March, right? So
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I didn't
So I'm
think about
thinking, maybe depending on what it is today, they can submit this as their Mardini entry.
That's right.
Which day is it today? It's I think it was tetrahedrals. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, that makes sense. You could actually do an abstract things with tetrahedrons.
It's either that one or a shape match. I'm not sure. It's one of these two.
13th today.
Oh, okay. So shape match. Yeah.
Shape match. Oh, the one I have to send a bug to side effects about.
Sounds like you have bugs for almost every node, Remy. All right, here we go.
That's cool.
There we go. So everyone is doing Sims. There you go. That's the theme.
Almost 30 minutes, 31 minutes.
And Vellum is a good solver to pick for a time something like this, because it's fast. It gives you good looking results and allows you to iterate.
It's just slow if you're trying to do clothes, because you need a lot more iterations. But if it's just some kind of pieces that don't need to match to a body, it's okay.
But this is a taco I would not want to eat.
Is it going to fly? The taco is going to fly.
It's a
with bunch of
balloon
balloons.
taco. You can travel with it. Maybe.
Oh, that's actually cool. Yeah, from up.
Multi-universe taco.
It's a taco from up. Yeah.
The up taco. Yeah.
Wonder if we'll want to eat any of these tacos at the end.
I don't think so.
Cool.
Maybe
So
someone
we,
will make a cheese simulation or with
Melted.
salad and
Yeah.
beef. That will be nice.
I
but-
think someone's hungry.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely dinner time. Currently, yeah. Should we go to Anthony, see what he's up to?
Yeah. I think that's a good time. Oh, he's making a bunch of tacos. Because he's hungry.
Looks like he also figured out the bend stop, so that's good news.
And he's making an actual background as well.
No, it's just the lag of duplicating this onto copy points and stuff.
I don't know, it look cool.
That's crazy. They're creatures, taco creatures. Invasion
Yeah,
of
I
the
wonder-
tacos.
Oh, that's kind of, yeah, it's like,
I think it's cool.
I always get mixed up with the how to rotate them.
Well, we have a real artist. He's never happy about what he's never content with the result.
That's
It's
right.
good. Always keep pushing, right? All right. So what do you have here? It looks like hairy tacos with.
On top
It's
of
like
a
a
hair.
taco that we probably shouldn't eat.
Yeah.
But it looks like this thing almost looks like a taco as well. It's gonna be tacos.
It's kind
on
of like
tacos.
it's like a taco plant kind of alien thing.
Ah,
It's not a recursive taco.
That's got
That's a
tacos
nice
on
way
it
to make
as it
a.
is. I mean, you could say abstract.
It's not out of this world, that's true.
I love this. I don't know. This is so cool.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I like seeing all the nodes, like how they lay out the nodes. Like some are perfectly organized and some are more chaotic in the network editor. I like that.
Hey, I feel attacked. Okay.
We're not. I didn't name names.
I knew it though.
Deb was talking about you, but
I know it. I know it.
no.
The
Whenever I see organized
recursive
networks,
taco, it's a really good idea.
right? So we have a good old peaks up. I think it's one of the very early nodes, right?
Yeah.
The OG node.
Yeah.
Which is not used as much because of all the VDB nodes, so people tend to try to use VDB instead. But depending what you're doing,
Fast. Peak.
yeah, you're just pushing normals, so it's always really faster. But depending on the geometry, it doesn't always give good results. So
Mm.
Yeah, but whenever like you're trying to clear an area, like if you have a bunch of stuff and you're just trying to remove a bunch of them, you can just explode it. It's
Yeah.
super fast.
Does require you to have good normals though, right? Does it also work if you don't have normals? I don't remember.
no, it
I mean,
I
will
don't
it
think
shift
so.
can
normals.
be crazy, but if like depending on the way you're using it, if you're not gonna make it visible, you're just using it for removing stuff, you can just have something that looks terrible.
Mm.
All right, should we have a look at I think it's Denis?
Yeah. There we go. We're gonna have soccer balls on a taco.
I mean, like, it's pretty abstract, right?
Yep, that it is.
I think that needs more abstract.
Also needs more sauce, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
We need baseball and it's a sports taco.
Mm.
Taco filled with rocks.
Does look like he ditched the idea of dynamically spawning things.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
I
it.
totally botched that. So
Going through
Yeah, it maybe if it tried to do it over a lot of frames, so to leave it for a few frames, but that's also a good idea. That probably will work. Emit some kind of sauce from some parts, and then make a cool shot and done.
that sounds very much easier said than done, I think. Oops.
Especially if you're trying to do some flip, it's like, nope.
Oh, shall I?
You only have.
Uh,
I think you only have.
I mean, you can use Vellum if instead of flip.
Oh, I haven't
Vellum
tried that
flips.
yet. I haven't tried that yet.
Either way, I
But-
would recommend everyone to hit save once again, real quick,
25 minutes.
because I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't seen any crashes yet, so it's coming.
Anthony had to restart, so it's probably there was
yeah.
a crash somewhere there.
Really seeing a lot of simulating today.
I'm happy with for the 1 hour change, because I forgot who told me that before, that all the Houdini battles always kind of look the same because it's always just geometry and no simulation usually. Well, we have one to prove him wrong.
Well, I think that extra 15 minutes made everyone
Yeah.
think they had a lot more time than they really do.
Yeah,
That's
I
also
think I fell
true.
for that.
Seeing people wire nodes together, I'm gonna throw out another real cool tip. So since I think it is Houdini 18 or 18.5, if you now hold J, you get a little thread icon in the network editor. So if you hold J and then draw over your nodes, it's gonna make the wires for you.
Whoa, I'll have to listen to that again. Sounds like
Too much information.
It's really helpful for Vellum. It really makes the life easier.
As long I still don't know what's happening when sometimes Houdini just tries to plug things above.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? It just fucked everything in my network. When this happened, it's like I wanted to connect to the output, but it goes in the input instead.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
one day we'll figure it out.
I think it connects to whatever you've selected, not wherever the blue flag is, whatever you've selected, it connects it to that one.
And should we have a look at DV?
Yeah. Oh, this
Ooh.
almost looks. Oh, okay. So
Ah, that's the level thing that is bent. Is that the taco shell? Was that a stadium some kind?
might be. Yeah, when I was in LA, I ate. I was visiting Hollywood. They had this was it taco salad or something? And it was a taco shell made as a
Tostada.
bowl.
No, wait. I think that's.
No. Actually, it was a bowl made out
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Usually, what a taco is made of. So maybe it's that.
Tostada is flat, actually. But
I'm
the
gonna
bowl, I know the
disappoint
bowl.
you guys.
Yeah, everyone's obsessed with tacos here. I don't know why.
Well, here it's just fish tacos. So
That's it. That's all you get.
no, not really. But it's just I don't know. Since I've had one, I'm like I don't want a pork or chicken one anymore. Like fish tacos is
Yeah,
other
I
thing for
agree.
now.
Fish tacos are amazing. Do you guys like soft or hard tacos?
That's the new Houdini battle. It's
They're healthier, the soft ones.
I'm guessing
Soft would allow you to simulate it using Vellum. So
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's the go-to for today.
I think the audience.
But it looks like we're
has
already
it.
seeing some shading being worked on. How much time do we have left?
20, about 20.
Okay,
That's
so
good
5
time, yeah.
minutes.
20 minutes? Nice.
Yeah, Armin, I don't know.
Nice.
I think an hour is too long, Armin.
No, it's good.
Okay, we can change it to 5 right now. 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
That's good. We'll get
Did
to
we
have
catch
some
it?
exciting.
we'll get everyone's opinion on the timing after this.
So I guess we should leave DV to start setting up his materials and everything. And
Yes,
have a
we
look at
can-
Tim.
Oh, that looks even more disgusting than
Ooh.
last time.
Slightly
But it
different
does
than
look
on the
abstract.
abstract.
I gotta give him that. That looks, yeah. So this is I think the vellum inflated, right?
Yes, it's inflated. I inflated it now. Here you can have a look.
Nice.
Inflated it, resampled it here with some VDBs, moved it a little bit, compiled it. Yeah, call it a day. And now still a little bit, let's like shading setup, camera, etc.
Mhm.
There we go. A rendered abstract taco.
Yes. Oh, let's get
This
that.
is not a taco.
You can try to eat it if you want, but maybe it's not that healthy.
It's made of plastic.
Yeah. So user data. So I was gonna use a class attribute to do what exactly?
Just
Coloring
to get a little bit variation into the bubbles, maybe.
Mm.
But I need to assign the material. That's what I want to do. That was the vellum panel. And detect the inside.
Ah. Oh.
All right, so we should have probably have a look at Anthony.
Crashed.
He's working on these. Oh, it looks good. That's a really good shader already.
Oh yeah, that looks. Oh,
Crashed.
You just crashed?
No, it's okay. I'm lucky it didn't.
Save it.
I said save
Spam
when it's
save.
like that.
yeah, spam save real quick.
That looks like nearly everyone is on trying to render it. They're all using Redshift somehow.
I could use Octane, but I'm more on the stable side. Because sometimes it's really crashing hard, especially when you try to come up with a lot of geometrical input, even if you got like a 3090, etc.
How much is a Redshift license these days? Probably 200 per year, something like that.
Yeah, I think 250. I think for 1 year.
Yeah, but they went subscription, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
so you can't buy any more.
Pricing, yeah.
a
I'm still on the
permanent.
perpetual. Yeah.
Yeah, I got two. I got one like the perpetual and one of the subscription.
I think you can use perpetual till 2025. I'm not
Yes.
sure. They said after that you need to switch to subscription. So
this almost makes me think of those fly trap plants.
oh yeah.
Definitely. Is that some sand on as the ground?
Yeah, I'm trying to put just soil in the ground. It's basically a taco plant.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Come on, I hate rendering. Everything's just bugging down. Okay, one sec. Let's do a file cache.
Yeah, you may want to cache all your inputs at that point.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I've actually used the labs file cache, which is, I think, yeah, it has much more possibilities than the normal file cache, like wedging. It's a really cool node. If you, for people that don't have like a whole pipeline behind them, it's kind of useful.
Yeah, it's super nice. Attila built that one. Super convenient.
I just had the problem with it is it's not obvious that once you cache, it changes the name. So the name by default is $OS, the name of your node, but then it changes to whatever the node was called. So if you copy it and just expect to have a different name for a cache, well, nope. Had the problem while testing, but well, it's just it was my bad.
I've saved a preset for myself, so whenever I copy it, I just hit the preset, so it goes back to $OS. That kind of fixes it.
I should add a capability.
It's more than just $OS, but yeah.
I wanted to have whenever you cache a frame, but it would do an end play. So it's just to have a way to have a preview whenever you do a cache. I guess I should add that to that node, because that's nearly for CFX. You need that whenever you're doing CFX. You need to see what this simulation is, how it's going.
I think you might be able to do that with PDG.
Maybe, well, just use like a pre-render script or what post-render script.
Yeah.
Do we take a look at what Divi's doing? Looks like we have some nice, colorful, almost cyberpunk like tacos.
So which one?
Divi?
Divi. Oh yeah, nice.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
You've got 13 minutes left.
So Armin's getting a cyberpunk taco after all.
Yes.
Does anyone know how to make a color node in Redshift, like a normal vector 3?
Yeah, the color
Constant.
absolute.
Absolute
color absolute.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the node you need.
Oh, thank you.
Absolute color. Wow, that's a weird name for that.
Right.
It's absolute. You can't change it.
I
It
can't
works
change
great when you work with the color layer, so you can just combine stuff together. It's a really cool node.
How much time do you have left?
12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes.
Cool. Well, let's do another round then.
Sure.
Let's see. We're going to see what Denis is up to.
Yeah, let's have a look. Just tokenizing his render.
Well, I don't know if I make it to a rendering stage, to be honest.
Oh.
But I'll try my best. Very confident, yeah.
So nobody tried to use karma this time.
Oh, no.
I think we can use this Houdini Battle to show people how to use the bandsaw.
Yeah, we can tutorial, for sure.
In the help page. Have a look at someone trying to make this work. That's what we need for this node. Someone struggling.
Oh, is it that much obvious that I'm struggling a bit?
Oh no, you didn't exactly. But usually, whenever someone uses that code, they struggle.
Yep. I think in Houdini 19, the behavior also changed for using shelf tools, right?
Oh, did it?
So by default now, when you click on, let's say, camera, it locks to the camera. So I think the behavior.
Oh, that's so good.
When you
Yeah.
switch
With the camera
cameras, yeah,
lock.
it's locked. Yeah, it's really good. So helpful.
Oh, when using the shelf tool, I always use the one in the camera drop down. So I place my camera, then I create a new camera.
Yeah,
Different
but
workflows.
even from there, when you switch to different cameras, it locks by default. You don't need to actually lock it, so it's really faster.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes, you don't always need big new features, right, being done for Houdini in new versions. It would be nice to also just focus on, usability and the small little things that often get you.
Frozen geometry.
10 minutes.
I guess we should have a look at Tim. Oh, it's a bit
There we
slow
go.
to. Oh, nice.
Now it looks tasty again.
Yeah,
I
it looks like
yeah.
corn now. So
Yeah, or chocolate.
Yeah, I want to make it tasty for you guys.
it looks like the taco is made of naan bread. So
Well, it looks like now in Houdini Battle, we're going to see a lot more. We're going to learn a lot more about rendering.
yeah,
Compared
most
to
likely.
usual, right? Where it's like 2 minutes of setting up your render. Now we have 15 minutes of setting up your render.
Because I think in 45 minutes, usually you have kind of what you were expecting. So it's 15 minutes to render it is probably a good amount.
Mm.
I haven't done lighting for so long. I see people doing that in seconds. When I was doing lighting like 10 years ago, it would take me 10 minutes to have the first pixels.
Yep. But now here with Redshift, you make a tweak and a few seconds later you have your results, right? Convenient.
And
Actually,
IPR also helps.
recently introduced RT, the real-time rendering. It's a little buggy,
Yeah, and
but
it's always
actually
crashing.
Yeah, it crashes with big screens, but I've actually used it before. And sometimes it's actually really good, especially in the early stages. Like for lighting, like you get the results
Yes,
just like that.
that's really nice. But I think for stability, it still needs some work. But it's really nice to make look depth with it on like smaller scenes, I think.
I don't know if you guys see my taco, but it looks all kind of messed up in the IPR.
That's
All
what
right, well,
should
let's
look
take a
like.
look at what Dennis is doing then.
All right.
Mm.
Let's have a look. I
I'm
like
not sure.
it.
Is that
That's
is
really
that visible?
abstract.
Probably convert them since they are platonic objects.
Ah, ooh.
Oh yeah,
But-
you may want to convert to polygons.
Oh no, that's not the problem. It's my taco itself. My Octane shows it like crazy messed up. But I guess that's the name of the game, right? A little bit of sweating and panicking.
Yep.
And, okay. I'm cool with that.
Sorry.
It will push you even further. That's the good thing.
You could try
Yeah.
the polyductor node. It may
Oh, that's a really good idea.
well, save before using it.
Yes. And maybe stop the IPR if you're adding anything new.
That's so weird.
It looks like
Houdini
it's,
suddenly
it's
stopped
trying to
working.
triangulate it itself.
What did you say, Tim?
What? Oh, I just said
okay.
Houdini suddenly stopped working.
Oh, I see you have an open curve. Maybe delete that open curve. You can see the white outline on your taco. Because it
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
it was trying to make it into a surface. So if
That's
you
a
try and
good idea.
delete that,
That is a really good idea. Yeah.
It's probably rendering as spheres or something like that.
Is that cheating? If you guys help me.
No,
We've been giving ideas to
I
bunch
know
of
the whole
people.
time.
The
there you go, let's
really
see
the
that.
whole time. Yeah. Let's see.
There
Yeah.
was
Fixed it.
something.
There we go.
Thanks a lot.
Hey! Well done.
Now I can finally get to rendering.
Woohoo.
Real-time fixing.
5 minutes, everyone.
So should we have a look at Anthony? Oh, that looks really cool. Ah, is that a cat or a dog?
What do you mean?
Where?
No, it's a taco.
It's supposed to be a taco, dude.
Or a mantis.
Taco dog.
Trying to see why the hell depth of field isn't working.
That looks really cool.
It
Looks
looks
like
like
it's on
it's
the
some
moon
sort
or
of
something.
glass-like structure.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a, anyway. Oh, well.
It's okay. You still have a few minutes. I mean, the render looks good. It's just a matter of doing exactly what you want. It's a bit more difficult to commentate on renders. It's not as technical, so you can be like, oh, here's that node doing that. It's like, well,
I agree. It's more about, you know,
instead of
changing
the
numbers.
reflection.
Well, it would be cool if someone's building their own shader, right? Like complete shader. But I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
How long do we have?
3.5 minutes.
If it was Unreal, yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
So let's have a quick look at everyone before. Let's have a look at Denis. Well, we just had a look at Denis, but yeah, that's a good looking taco shell.
Yeah.
Nice and crispy.
That is using what is that? Bricks? Icon looks like bricks.
Oh, it's a procedural noise, Octane
Nice.
kind of thing. But
Nice.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Let's
1 minute
have
for
a-
each.
Have a look at DV. He's just trying to make his vaporwave render.
It does look like tofu.
Tofu taco.
I don't know what I was going for. At least the cheese doesn't look like worm anymore. That's a victory in my eyes.
It's not a lot of cheese.
I wanted to do more. Yeah.
I don't level it with you. It still looks like worms.
Well,
I like
it's
it.
worms.
I like it.
Guys, it's worms. Like, come on.
So
That
we
was
have
the
some
plan all
last minute
along.
comments.
That's for the new Carpenter Brut cover album. Let's have a look at Tim.
Ooh,
It looks like a healthy now.
yeah. We've seen a
A
couple of
healthy
different
taco.
iterations now, yeah. Almost looks like apples.
Feels like corn.
These are really nice shaders he's put on the
I
on the
like.
corn or balloons or whatever it is.
I like the lighting a lot.
Yeah, the lighting helps a lot.
Do you see some depth of field here, or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
very
sure.
1 minute.
1 minute. Oh, well.
Using some custom bouquets.
So Anthony, we only have 1 minute left, so you may want to have your render going.
Yeah, I want to. Fuck. Sorry, didn't mean to swear.
It's so neat to see how different everyone's approach is.
I think we may need more than 2 minutes. I think before it was just 2 minutes to explain the scenes, but since we have the simulations, it may take longer for people to review the scene this time.
20 seconds.
I don't even know with GPU path traces, it actually is faster to render without depth of field.
5, 4,
Good question.
3, 2,
They are.
1.
They are.
Okay, guys, mouse is down.
Yeah,
Alright.
my timer's out too.
So let's have everyone stop sharing, and we'll do one by one. So how about Anthony, you go first. So you go ahead and share your screen.
Okay. Can
Go, Anthony.
you share? Can you
I'm
share?
really excited.
No, it wasn't rendering depth of field, and I don't know what was. Anyway, basically, it's like.
Oh, we don't see your screen. You need
Oh,
to
you don't see my.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Go
Okay,
ahead and
one sec,
share one
sorry.
more time. There
Or
we
maybe
go.
that's because it's rendering. Can you see that?
Yes.
There we
See the
go.
render?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I was going to go for like a taco plant, but the taco obviously isn't a traditional taco. It's kind of like a plant itself. So it's got kind of like some bubbles and tendrils on the inside and some other stuff scattered on top of it. And then more tacos as kind of like branches and things. But anyway, did some VDB stuff, did some vellum to kind of get the curves in the hairs, some sweep. Is it what do you want me to show you or say? I'm not sure what the process is.
Yeah, usually you can show quickly your node network and try to explain what you did.
Okay, so right, one object, and basically started with a circle to make the taco, bent it, then I did use that attribute paint to paint inside of the taco to make some scatter points, scattered some spheres inside, took those points, deleted some of them, copied the line to it, then with vellum hair, made them swirly, then added some sweep material on those things, then took that sweep, scattered again on them, added some kind of like particles or water droplets or whatever on those, took some outputs from some previous bits that created the taco.
Nice.
Then, oh yeah, and then basically to make the tree, I took one strand and scattered some things across there, then took the whole taco, copied it onto that. Did a VDB thing, which I didn't include in the end, which was basically going around the scattered tacos on the thing and making a close on it. That's it.
That's really cool.
And for the render, what was the, so you were trying to make the taco as a kind of glass?
Yeah, it was going to have like glass on the taco, but I don't, for some reason, the depth of field wasn't working. So, you know, I was trying to get a nice bokeh background, but you can't see anything.
Well, good job. It looks really cool. I love this. Really looks alien to me, so I really like it.
Well, we're supposed to be abstract, so
yeah, you did
yeah,
it.
Can't wait to see what the other guys have done.
Awesome.
Take a deep breath. It's over now. No need to be
Let's
working.
see.
Thank you very, very much for having me, guys. It's been
Oh,
a true
thanks
honor.
for joining.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Tim, let's see you next.
Okay, wait, let me share the screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Ah.
So yeah, my two tacos here looking vegetarian. So what I did basically, actually a pretty simple setup. So let me dive inside here. That's like the node tree. We will start here with tube, plastered it away. So you got like the basic principal shape. Subdivided it a little bit, bend it, of course bend. Then match size to get that side on the center, thicken some VDB stuff. Then created some detail noise for the shell, so I could work with like geometrical noise and then bump noise too. Then I did like a collision geometry with rays. So you basically get a taco in here, ray that down, scale it down, and with the mask from geometry, you will then have basically an internal mask, so you can scatter, for example, spheres in here. Pinned that, randomized p-scale with a little bit of wax, simulated that with Vellum with pressure constraints, compiled that whole thing, smoothed it out, so you will end up with a pretty good renderable geometry. Connectivity node in the end for a little bit of masking for shading later. Then copied like the whole thing again. So we are like on, I don't know, 3 million polygons. And for the end, just did a little bit of shading, the shell with some noise and bump and color noise here. And the vellum is pretty simple. So a slight rough glossy material with some ramping on the vellum spheres, and then just 2 cameras, so one in square ratio, the other one I think 6x7. One light setup, pushed a little bit the contrast here, and that's basically it.
How about the light dome? Is it just a studio light?
Yes, it's a studio HDR light captured in my studio. So you got like a basic 3-point lighting setup. Yeah, simple HDRI for product shoots.
It's beautiful. Love it.
Thanks.
Your rendered and node graph both look beautiful. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. Looks gorgeous.
Thanks.
Beautiful. Divi, how about you?
Let me share my screen. So you guys can see it, right?
Not yet, but
Almost.
it takes a while for when we're looking at your screen somehow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There we go.
Cool.
course.
So here's the taco. It's not a great render, but here's it. Here it is. So yeah, so I was actually going with reference. So let me see where I have my reference. So I saw, oh God, go inside. I saw this image. So I was like, maybe I'll go with like a low topology kind of thing and like low poly look for abstract taco. And I saw this map for some reason, and I was like, you know what? I can use something like a map
Ooh,
like this
that's
for
cool.
a background. So I was like, how should I create it like as fast as I can? So I was like, okay, I'll use a wave function collapse. So I tried to put wave function collapse node in Houdini 18.5, and it was keep giving me error. So I actually did it in Houdini 19. So here's the background setup. So here's the 2 wave function collapse node. This is this takes a texture input. So I created the texture input here first using, oh, well.
Oh, no.
I saved it. No worries.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so like I created the texture input by using attribute paint and actually painting it. And then I used the labs baker to actually export it as 20 by 20 pixelated image. Then I used it as the input for my wave function collapse, and which generated a level for me. Then I use something called Wang tiles to actually copy to Wang tiles with copy to points node to actually scatter the Wang tiles onto the wave function collapse level. And then I got the level, which I exported out as mesh and got it inside Houdini, which looks like this. So I just added a connectivity stop and run a for loop so that I can just VDB it and make it like more resolution, because the Wang tiles are just like super low poly. And then I did a matrix kind of like manipulation to just get this shape in a wrangle. Then because I VDB'd it out, I get back my class attribute that I created using the connectivity, using a attribute transfer. And then I use that attribute transfer to add colors like this, just to give it like an abstract look for the background. So that's the background and I did some material that I'll show real quick later. So for Taco, I did like a circle, did some remeshing so that I can get some high poly circle. And then again, I use like matrix to bend it. I hate bend node. And then I like poly extruded it to add some thickness, and I created some tacos. I don't know. I was in my head. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, it could be like chicken pieces. It could be like, I don't know. So I was just like, hey, cube, it's not a bad shape. So I'll make a shape. I'll make a cube. I'll bevel it. I'll add some noise and scatter it with like around. And I used the simulation to actually put it down, but I felt like, oh, there's only very few of them. So I thought I can increase it, but I was not getting good results. So I actually run a simulation again to get like more of them. I shouldn't have clicked on it though. Well, so yeah, I got more of these, whatever they are, tacos or chicken or whatever. And yeah, added normals and then created material for them, added in here as well. And then I was like, hey, taco shell is there and meat is there, but I need some cheese. And I fell into the same problem. Like I created cheese by just copying lines on a bunch of points and then simulating them using vellum. But after the vellum simulation, I felt like, oh, there was very less amount of cheese. But I was like, oh, I'm running out of time. I should focus on something else. So I just left it like that. So yeah, that was basically the mesh part. And then in the materials, it's pretty simple. I've created 4 different materials for shell, tofu or cheese, and the background. It's pretty simple. Like I'm using a max on noise actually just to get this kind of like thing. Not even close to like what Tim has done, but it kind of worked out to give it some texture, just rather than just a solid color. Did something with the cheese as well. Same, like using a mix node to actually mix like 2 colors with a noise. Tofu is the same thing, mixing just 2 different colors. Go back. And background is just, it's taking the point color from the actual geometry that I created and just applying that in the albedo. So, and then I rendered it out in left shift, just using a point like Sky Dome. I didn't add any extra lights. Should have, but didn't. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Divi. I love it. So let's go to Dennis.
All right. So, do you guys see the IPR?
Yes.
Awesome. So I started with absolutely panicking, then went straight to a circle, fused it, did a polyfill to get some, nice topology, because I thought, yeah, maybe in the end I need some, I don't know, UVs, whatever. Went straight up to the band-saw, poly extruded it a bit to get some thickness, and forgot the curve in the end, which botched my render a little bit. But I went into panic mode with the pop nets, which didn't work out. Then I went to Vellum, which didn't work out as well. And in the end, ended up with the RBD bullet solver, which worked like a charm. And yeah, the attributes from Pieces node is actually amazing. Takes the class input from the connectivity, and then I can do a bunch of variants with the class attribute and the piece attribute tab. Then I assembled everything for the RBD. Did this fun little thing here, if I can visualize the tackle, where it all falls in place. And afterwards, everything falls apart a bit. But yeah, that was my feeling. I tried some attribute randomize with a bunch of different colors on the vertices to get that back in Octane. And I gotta say, it looks way nicer in the OpenGL window. But now I have to find my IPR, give me a sec. But it's a taco, right?
It is a taco. It is a taco.
It's the theme.
Yeah.
I
Thank
probably
you
feel
so
safest
much.
eating this taco out of all four. So.
Yeah, right? Good job.
So earlier I saw something really funny in a way in your network. You had a stash node, but you somehow locked.
I know, I saw that too. Yeah.
That's what takes, I guess the lock takes purpose on top of the stash geometry.
I don't know.
It's at the bottom.
It was like I went into full like panic state, like do whatever it takes to get to the rendering stage.
Yeah.
And I had like, I don't know, 8 minutes left. So
no, good job. Okay,
thank you.
everyone, now it's time to vote. So open up your Discord, go to the poll channel and vote for the winner. Cool. Okay, I think we're good. You can vote for more than one. Looks like Tim J. Wait, more's coming in. Hold on.
Paul, what's the name of your dog?
Oh, it's Minnie.
Minnie.
Minnie Mouse.
And my cats are downstairs. Sorry.
I know, you usually bring yours. Yeah, it looks like Tim J's the winner. Congratulations.
Well done.
Congrats.
Well done.
Thank you.
Really good,
Yeah,
Well
good
done.
job.
Thanks.
Thank you everyone so much for participating. It means a lot to the community, and thank you commentators, Remy and Paul. Oh wait, you've got a doggy, Paul. Is that a dog on you? Hi, thanks for joining us.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. Well, join us next time, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. And again, thanks for joining
Awesome.
us.
Congrats, everybody.
Congrats.
Thank you. Congrats,
It was a lot
everybody.
of fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.